Silicon Valley treats AI like a race. Whoever builds the biggest model wins. China treats AI like a utility. Whoever regulates it best protects their people. One approach has already fired artists, the other made that illegal. This video compares the results, not to pick a side, but to ask which one actually works. Right now, generative AI tools, most of them are being developed in ways that push creatives out of work. Look at what they are generating. Uncanny humans, crazy therapists, social media slop. There are tools that could be helpful, but they are still underdeveloped, like coloring, in-betweening, how the Spider-Verse did it, upscaling, simple stuff. But those tools could be helpful if they didn't excel at ruining the artist's work. Or worse, destroying our planet, our communities with those data centers. But these tech bros are Silicon Valley tech bros. What about other tech bros? At the end of the day, clip art studios pushed out their future. AI coloring. Everyone who used it was so excited. All the artists were happy about it. This is going to be a powerful tool. It will help artists draw color in between for animators. Oh, the things that they said. Well, the excitement's long gone. Tech bros soured artists' mouth, polluting data centers built everywhere, stealing anything on the internet, training their models, funded so they can use that stolen work to get the artists who made them out of work. That's where we are. China's stated approach is human first. Their governments say they prioritize their people. In the West is still stuck on trickle-down economics. The idea is the more money people who already have lots of it make, the more it trickles down, giving people at the bottom a chance to go up by following the current. Look, I'm not saying China is a paradise. They've got their own problems, surveillance, building project on indigenous lands in other countries. But on this specific issue, AI and job protection, their courts are way ahead of ours. Here is the twist. China with AI is similar to how Japan preserved their labor power, not just relying on traditions or goodwill. Strong regulations, because traditions and goodwill are easily abused and or bypassed even when a person become rich enough. They become above it through meritocracy, advancement based on ability. In Japan, those regulations power through the hardship of sacking someone, so it rarely happens. Their general labor protections are so strong that firing someone just because you introduced AI is almost impossible. Companies reassign workers instead of throwing them out. That's what regulations look like when it works. China has powerful regulations that make sure AI empowers people. The focus isn't to be superior, it's to be more efficient. And here's the thing, they can't rely on most data on the internet. Western origins, hostile to them. Take DeepSeek, for example. It is so efficient, it doesn't require massive, dedicated AI data centers. It runs on pre existent internet servers, far less power hungry, far less polluting. Developers estimate that DeepSeek produces only about 3% of the carbon emissions that ChatGPT makes. These powerful regulations also prevent replacing humans with AI. Since 2022, Chinese tech companies have to provide the government details about their algorithms. Endless video scrolling, Red Note, Douyin. Companies need to tell the government how their app works, keep officials updated. The greater the influence on public opinion, the closer the attention, and Chinese courts have ruled that firing someone and replacing them with AI is unlawful dismissal. Happened twice already. A fine tech supervisor, a graphic designer. Courts said no. You can't just swap a person for a model. Unfortunately, in the West, regulations are seen as a holdback, a slowdown factor, a nuisance. Because after all, the people on top want this future. Employee numbers to minimum, weakening labor unions, just like they did with 2D animators and mining unions. Everyone that is hyping AI will tell you the same quote. AI is here to stay. Adapt or get stomped on. When a celebrity says that, it's hard not to think that they are paid to say it. Generative AI is being developed to replace them. For the average AI defender, it could be the idea of rising up in this trickle-down economics. So they can laugh at those who were in their positions. But those people who will actually reap the benefits, spoiler alert, it's not them. The people on top will laugh at them. It's hard to cheer on a tech that is being developed to make creatives jobless. But here we are. AI separates art from its humane essence. It abandons it to a soulless mass production industry under corporate control. Also, AI technology has replaced development with profit from partnerships. Beyond the negative environmental impacts, it's reached over levels of being used in warfare. What's more, increasing the use of AI makes you more replaceable. Wait, let me say that again. It can make it easy to produce more things, but companies will ultimately use it to cut costs, and you will end up producing more while earning less. That's a pattern every time. If you're an artist, you care anywhere because trickle down economics, AI first, is not helping us. China chose a different path regulations, court rulings, algorithm transparency. Japan showed it works. The AI purge isn't coming from the technology itself, it's coming from the lack of rules. A few years ago, AI looked like Excalibur for artists. Then it turned into a painted stick sword stolen from the people who could have wielded it. So is China's approach better for artists? On job protections and keeping humans in creative work? Yes. It's not perfect. It doesn't mean it's perfect. And it doesn't mean the West has to copy it. It just means we need to care enough to demand something better than what we have. Something that doesn't push humanity away from us and it doesn't destroy our world. We only have one, and we are already mistreating it, let alone ourselves and each other and our soul as humans. See ya.